Don't you in my car? I have to claim out insurance if you did and say I was sat in it. Hello, all you hardcores out there, how are you doing? It's £158 porky this morning. So, just waking up to some nice messages from some porky followers. Right, let's, let me just say this. Watching a good film tonight. Has anybody seen it? I'll get out from my collection. I don't think I've ever seen it. Might have seen it once. It's a good film, Marlon Brando on the waterfront. Good gangster film. It's Paulie's favourite film, isn't it? It's Sopranos. Holy walnuts. Right. The unlucky dozen. Right. This is how I'm going to work it with this one here. I'm going to throw 12 fighters at you, but big noises were made, and you could clearly make a case for all of them to be world champions today, without a shadow of a doubt. That's a true story. These 12 here should be world champions. But coulda, woulda, shoulda, well, we hear that a lot in boxing industry, don't we? But these guys here, you'd have said when the career started, they're going to win world titles, them boys. And for some reason or another, I don't know if it's dedication or people blowing smoke up in their ear holes and up their holes. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But okie dokie. You might notice Billboard's not here. We'll come to that in another week or so. But having a bit of a change around, aren't we? But okie dokie, right. Georgie Collins, does everybody remember him? Georgie Collins. Yeah, they were raving about him, weren't they? Frank Warren says he's the best ever guy who's ever turned over with him and done the business. Well, didn't do the business, thought he was going to do the business, should I say. Georgie Collins, I remember him raving about him back in the day, but the Georgie Collins train got derailed. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he had a bit of bird trouble or a bit of beak trouble, or if he had trouble with brick top, birds, beak, and brick top. That's usually the three B's, isn't it? But Georgie Collins, everybody was raging about him. It didn't work out for him. Ryan Rhodes, he fought for world titles, hasn't he? Always at the wrong weight and at the wrong time. Exceptional talent. Exceptional. Saw him sparring Lindon Prison on Christmas '95. But he should have won a world title, Ryan Rhodes, shouldn't he? Fighting that Grant, a massive middleweight, like a light heavyweight. Ryan really were blown up like middle, one or super welter. But always bothers me every time I see Ryan Rhodes. I always think, oh, he could have been. I'm gonna be. He could have been Bean. He could have been the Bean. He could have been the man. But sublime skills, a surgeon, like boxer. Oh, really good. Switch it to an guts me. Look at Errol Christie, another one. Errol Christie, I can explain it. Won every national title, didn't he? Errol Christie. He was tipped for massive things, wasn't he? And he got derailed by Mark Taylor, didn't he? And you know, it never happened for him. But what a fighter he was, Errol Christie. What a fighter. But it just didn't happen for him in pros, and it's a shame. Mark Taylor, he never won a world title, and with Jimmy Timms, he was a fantastic fighter. Like I said, he beat Errol Christie, but timing and this and that. And you need a bit of luck as well in boxing, don't you? But I look at some of the fights that these guys win, and I think they'd all be world champions today. I mean, look at Ryan Rhodes, he dissected Jamie Moore, who were red hot at the time, and done Macklin done Stern for a world title, but got robbed. So Ryan Rhodes held his own in that company, but bit of bad luck, bit of timing. Shouldn't have been fighting at middleweight. And he had 15, 16 fights in a world title. Rushed at the wrong weight as well. Tony Simpson, who can forget his fight with Alan Minter. Tony Simpson got in there with Hagler as well, didn't he? But it never happened for Tony Simpson. But would he have beat Billy Joe today, or how would he have fared against, I don't know, middleweights? How would he have done against Chris Eubank Jr., Tony Simpson, Sibbo? We don't know. Which brings me to Errol Bomber Graham. Oh, what an enigma. Lost a split against Mike McCallum, didn't he? And he lost other title challenges, but I think he peaked at that in that fight, and you could make a case for him winning that fight. But our Errol Graham is not a freeweight world champion, light middle, super middle. How he's not a freeweight world champion, I don't know. Robert McCracken, he ended up fighting for a world title, didn't he, against Keith Holmes, and didn't disgrace himself. He had a massive following and big things were planned for him, but it was all hype, wasn't it? When it come down to it, he didn't have that bit of luck. Maybe we were all hyped because he were a massive ticket seller in Birmingham, I don't know. But good fighter. I've seen a lot worse than Robert McCracken win world titles. Pat Cowdell, he could have had a world title. Very dedicated guy, fantastic trainer, good fighter. Joe Bugner, been in there with Fraser, been in there with Ali, didn't disgrace himself. He'd be a world champion today. You put Joe Bugner against Joe Parker, wouldn't you? Or Charlie Martin. So he could have picked a version of a world title quite easily. Jim McDonnell beat Barry McGuigan, but it were faded Barry McGuigan, wasn't it? For Zuma Nelson, didn't disgrace himself. He's on that level. Bit more lucky, he'd been a world champion, Jim McDonnell. Clifton Mitchell, massive puncher. I used to watch Clifton Mitchell. Massive puncher, just had bad luck. That's just my opinion, just had bad luck. So, like I just said there, massive puncher, Clifton Mitchell, massive. Freakish. Really, I don't know, he only had a couple of defeats, didn't he, Clifton Mitchell? And I would have liked to have seen him stay in boxing. I thought we had something special there with power that he had. It was freakish power. Icing people, putting them on the moon or into orbit. Colin Jones, another great fighter. He beat guys who were world ranked. He beat Kirtland Lang, didn't he? He beat him a couple of times. Kirtland Lang did Duran. So it's all about timing, isn't it? And all about having a bit of luck, isn't it? That's all it is, just having a bit of luck and timing at the right time and for the right money. And like I said, the margins are as thin as that paper. As thin as that paper, or put it this way, they're not as bad as some people I've seen who've had loads right. These 12 here would be world champions if they fought today, without a shadow of a doubt. There isn't one gimmick in this lot, not one gimmick. No. So I'm going to call them the unlucky dozen, because these people here, Georgie Collins, Ryan Rhodes, Errol Christie, Mark Kaler, Tony Simpson, Errol Graham, Robert McCracken, Pat Cowdell, Joe Bugner, Jim McDonnell, Clifton Mitchell, Colin Jones, them 12, all today, if they fought, would hold a version of a world title. The ability was there, the power was there, the dedication was there, timing, and having a good people behind you, a good team behind you. Like I just said there, you need a bit of luck, and these 12 here were unlucky. That's my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to watch this tonight, I can't wait. Watch that with meatballs, cauliflower cheese, bit of mash. That's your dummy. See if we can get this other £10 on. Okie dokie. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. 58% here last month watch the videos, but they don't subscribe. I don't know why that is. I can't get my head around that. Is it because they don't want to give me that little bit of respect? Maybe. But who cares? We're having fun. Well, peace out.